Hello again, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm gonna be doing a very simple review and comparison of 3 of my favorite slings from Alpaka. The Vertex pouch in 3.5 liters, the Alpaka Go Sling Mini V2 in 5 liters, and the Alpaka Elements Tech Case in 2.5 liters. For a detailed overview of the sizes of each sling, I'm gonna be placing the text on the screen. The interesting thing with dimensions and capacity is that even if the Vertex pouch is 3.5 liters, and the Alpaka Go Sling Mini V2 is 5 liters, you can clearly see that there are some similarities in terms of size. When you compare the Go Sling Mini V2 and the Vertex pouch side by side, it's as if the Vertex pouch is a bit taller and has a bit more depth compared to the Go Sling Mini V2. Again, this has 3.5 liters and this has 5 liters in terms of capacity. As for the materials, this version of the Go Sling Mini V2 comes in X-Pack and is the same type of X-Pack used in this Alpaka Tech Case. X-Pack is the material used in sailcloth and it gives these bags very good water resistance. This Vertex pouch comes in Axoflux, which is a recycled polyester material developed by Alpaka. This one can also come in X-Pack, but that's a bit more expensive. Alternatively, the Alpaka Tech Case and the Go Sling Mini V2 also can come in Axoflux if you want budget options. If you found this video to be useful so far, please like and subscribe as it allows us to make more reviews like this one. Each of these bags have the same AquaGuard PU coated YKK zippers and the same Hypalon pull tabs. Although there are differences in terms of how each of the pull tabs are made. These YKK zippers with AquaGuard PU coating also make sure that water doesn't get into any of your bags. And all of these slings have them. As for the branding, what I find interesting with Alpaka is that it's very consistent across most of their bags. So you see, it's very subtle, very low key, doesn't scream out loud, and is very consistent with most of their slings, tech cases, and backpacks. As for the straps, both the Vertex pouch and the Alpaka Tech Case have removable straps using these G-hooks. Since both of these EDC slings can also be used as your tech pouch or your desk caddy. But for the Go Sling Mini V2, you cannot detach the straps. So as much as you want to use this as your tech case, you definitely can, but the straps will still be attached. As for the buckles, both the Vertex pouch and the Alpaka Go Sling Mini V2 use magnetic fidlock. Do you like magnetic fidlocks or just basic Duraflex buckles? Comment down below. But for the Alpaka Tech Case, since the strap is very simple, it only has this seatbelt like material and this hardware for adjustment. But there is an option to buy a strap that's similar to what the Go Sling Mini V2 has. But I think for the capacity of the tech case, this one's good enough. And it can easily be worn while wearing a backpack. As opposed to the buckles of these two, the Go Sling Mini V2 and the Vertex pouch. So if you're wearing a backpack, because of the thickness of these buckles, you might have to place the strap on top of your backpack strap. Because if you place these under backpack straps, there is a tendency for you to feel these buckles. All of the straps for these 3 slings are made with seatbelt-like material and can easily be adjusted based on your height. Before I forget, this video is not sponsored and all of my observations and opinions are based on a long-term testing period. I personally own this Go Sling Mini V2 and this Alpaka Tech Case, and then this Vertex pouch was borrowed from an Alpaka retailer here in the Philippines by the name of Marlim Gear. But they don't have an influence on what I say in this video. There are also other ways to quickly carry each sling, like grab handles. The Vertex pouch has a padded grab handle, thick and beefy grab handle. If you decide to use this as a camera bag, that's definitely going to be useful. The Sling Mini V2 also has a grab handle, although this one is only using the same seatbelt-like material that's found in this strap. And then lastly, for the Alpaka Tech case, it's also using the same seatbelt-like material for the strap behind the pouch. Now let's compare the quick access pockets in front. For the Alpaka Elements Tech case, it doesn't have any organization inside and it's just one big pocket. If you use this as a sling, it can fit your phone, a power bank, your keys, and also your wallet, as long as it's secure on your body. For the Sling Mini V2, it has 2 additional pockets for organization and also has a key leash with a removable key mod tether. The Elements Tech case does not have that key leash. Notice that both of these bags, because the exterior material is made with X-Pack, they use the same blood orange honeycomb ripstop nylon. When we compare the interior of the Vertex pouch, because this bag is using Axoflux, the interior material is a light colored honeycomb ripstop nylon. But notice that this material is mesh. And there's a reason for that. And I'll show you why when we open the main compartment. It also doesn't have any key leash. So out of the 3 slings, it's only the Sling Mini V2 that has this removable key mod tether, removable key leash. Another thing that sets this Sling Mini V2 apart is the fact that it has a back pocket, which is super useful for your passport. It can also be a place for your wallet, your power bank, and definitely your phone. And when we compare that to the Vertex pouch and the Sling Mini V2, unfortunately, these 2 slings don't have back pockets. It's a bit of a hassle if you decide to use either of these slings at the airport because you'd have to open the main compartment to take your passport or any documents that you might need like your boarding pass. Now let's open up the main compartment for each of these slings. For the main compartment, we can't compare the tech case and the Vertex pouch because again, both of these can be used as either a tech case, a sling, or a desk caddy. The Alpaka Elements Tech case has 2 slip pockets in front, 1 pen loop for your pen, stylus, or any writing instruments, 1 big main space in front of the 2 slip pockets, this zippered pocket that also has 3 slip pockets for your SD cards, a secondary big space which also has another zippered pocket, and a third big space. So 3 big spaces in total for this Alpaka Tech case. 1, 2, 3. And 2 zippered pockets. 1, 2. Another important thing to consider is that there is a space underneath this divider. So don't place any small accessories here that might accidentally move to other compartments. And this is the only compartment that's stitched. So for smaller items, I think it's best to place them in the zippered pockets. For the Vertex pouch, this is what the mesh material is for, you can actually have access to anything that's placed in this quick access pocket while the main compartment is completely open. So if you're using this as a tech case or desk caddy, this can be a good place for your cables, maybe even AirPods, or maybe even your chargers and power bricks. Because the material is Axoflux, it's using a white honeycomb ripstop nylon for the interior. There are no slip pockets in front, and there are mesh pockets in front of this divider. It only has 2 big spaces for your bulkiest of items compared to the tech case, which has 3 big spaces. Another key difference of the Vertex pouch versus the tech case is that it actually has a fleece lining if you decide to place an iPad mini here. Both Vertex pouch and the tech case are large enough to accommodate an iPad mini, although the tech case doesn't have that fleece lining. Another thing that the Alpaka tech case doesn't have is that it doesn't have this magnetic compartment, which can also be a place for your pen, your stylus, any writing instruments. Although alternatively, you can also place your pen or stylus here, inside this tag that has Alpaka's branding. If the Alpaka tech case has 2 zippered compartments, the Vertex pouch only has 1. And this also has the same internal organization for SD cards. 1, 2, 3 slip pockets. So in terms of organization, the Alpaka tech case definitely has more pockets, and this Vertex pouch is better for bulkier items like maybe a pair of headphones. Now lastly, let's open up the Sling Mini V2 to show you what kind of organization we have inside. Similar to the Alpaka tech case, we also have 2 slip pockets in front of the exterior quick access pocket, 1 big space, that's why I normally use this as a camera bag for my Sony a6000 since it's such a small mirrorless system. It has a tech sleeve for your iPad mini or Kindle, and also has fleece lining on this side. Very minimal in terms of organization. And then lastly, it also can use this Alpaka tag as your pen loop. So out of the 3, the Alpaka Sling Mini V2 has the least amount of pockets. And of course, this is the only sling that has a back pocket. If you're interested in comprehensive loadouts for each of these slings, you can check out the links in the description below. That's it, thank you so much. I hope you liked our very simple review of 3 of my favorite slings from Alpaka. Which one would you get for yourself? Comment down below. I hope I get to experience some more slings from Alpaka, just like the Flight Sling, or some of the slings from the Bravo lineup. If you're interested in watching extensive reviews of any of these slings below, kindly click on these thumbnails, or any of the links in the description below. And see you again on the next one. Bye-bye!